one of the most intimidating environments in all of sport. And with a war drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visitor sideline, their head coach. These guys finally got in the win column last week following 2 straight losses to start the year. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to have you along wherever you may be. We are underway here from Kansas City. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
21 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
12 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. Brings up second down.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's a 3rd and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front and they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 110 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Baltimore.
Draw play. This is Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Ravens.
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 27 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. KC's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And again, it's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Henry up the middle. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
At the 34-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's in Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now it's Mahomes again. That's caught right side by Worthy. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second and 6. At the 40.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw held in by Kelsey. And they'll get this just to the 47th. 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
For the field goal, a 64-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our journey through the NFL starts now. We begin at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's Jordan Love. He's going to work towards the left sideline and reel this one in. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they host the Indianapolis Colts. It's Josh Downs. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. The Colts are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Trevor Lawrence. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson options out left. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Ravens first down.
A first down carry for Henry. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
19 yards. First down, Ravens.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And they come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Well, he caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson going to keep it running right. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the Ravens.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
For the Chiefs field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Now this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson now.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to go down here. Sacked. They push him back to the 34. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down.
Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third down and 14.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. And now here come the Ravens. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, Baltimore.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 26. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. From the 29, here's a second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And there's the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker. Because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Another miss. On his feet. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Raven first down.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back